This is my second video. In this video, I'm making some advanced changes in Cucumber framework. I'm not integrating all the APIs like I have done in my hybrid framework, but I've done over here. I have explored the various functionalities of a Cucumber framework in much more advanced. Uh, Before getting into this video further on, there is a little bit problem I am facing. The reporting which I was extent report which I was generating earlier and it was working fine is not working as expected. uh, my template, this is the template, is not getting loaded into the extent report. I know that we can achieve a document title name, report name, everything using extent spark reporter, extent reporter, and extent test interface. The first one two was classes and last one is interface. um, I wanted to try something else because this is a Cucumber extent report, not a simple extent report. And earlier it was working fine. I don't know but changes I have made, it suddenly stopped working, and I haven't committed those changes regularly, so I cannot keep track that what has went wrong. What I'm going to do, if I get some time, I will try to fix it. Anyways, let's get into my video. This is a framework that I have developed. You will see there is significant changes from the previous video, previous framework. You will find that I have distributed some of my framework in source main Java and some of them in source test Java. I wanted this for the simplicity. Although you can put everything down here, but I have divided my framework into sections. Let's see. Let's start with bigger picture. Yeah, how this execution is working. I have a testng.xml which is right here. Over here I'm giving the name of my runner. Testng.xml can have many runners. It will say execute this runner. Obviously you can add other runners too for different configurations. Now I will go to my this main runner, which is where did it go? Here it is. Here, let me increase the font size also. Yeah, here you can see that I'm adding Cucumber options, then features are added over here. It is saying that pick up these features, and the step definition of these features is in step definition folder, which means that this is a feature and the step definition is given in contact us steps, which is in here, step definition. Monochrome is true, like I've told in previous video. What's the use of it? Now I have given the tag name right here. You can give it for each scenario also, but I have removed a lot of things. Instead scenario outline, I'm using scenario. So I thought that why don't I put this tag name up top. In previous video of Cucumber, you can see that all the changes from all the changes that I have made. Just ignore these comments. These are for my sake. These are plugins for creating a report. This is for .json. Now you might be asking why we are creating .json report. We can feed these reports to some JSON reader, and what it can do, that it can give us the output, it can generate the report for us. Another one is report.html, and there is another one also, index.html. For working with the report.html, well, this is extend report, and index.html, this is standard test ng xml reporting. We will talk about this later on when I will be talking about uh, my reporting part. uh, Now I have told you about test ng xml main runner. Now let's move to feature file. These are the feature file given when and then. When we use using if you click on control and click on any of these, you will see the step definition. Underneath I am calling the page object model classes. I'm going to click here, and you will find that, not here, here, and you will find that this is a page object model class, but I am using page object model factory. And obviously find by is being used, then a locator is being used, and a name. This is pretty simple. I'm not doing a lot many things extra than the previous video. If you've seen my previous video, you will get to know that what all changes I have made over here. You will see that I have also created a base class. Let's move to the next thing. Oops, I forgot to tell you about these master hooks. Of course, master hooks has before and after annotation. I haven't I have to create these annotations separate, because in the middle of framework designing I realized that from the documentation Cucumber that I cannot inherit these master hooks in any other class. So I have to make some changes, and this is what I have done. I have made these tags, these hooks. uh, I have put all of these hooks in a separate class called master hook. It will say that before running any feature file, run this one. Get driver is where in driver factory. I will tell you about driver factory. Over here we are just calling our driver, initializing our driver. We are also initializing our page object model classes in driver classes. Right now we are only getting the driver. Then obviously we are going to feature file. Then we have going to step definition file. Step definition file will call the page object model class, and in here you will find that I have made some of the methods. These methods are defined in base class. In base class I have put all the reusable methods with which we can do action. Let's click on one of them. This is my base class. This is a WebDriver wait for for explicit wait. This is private. You do not need to check, because this is being used in other classes when I am creating extended report and taking screenshots also. This is very simple. Wait and click. It will wait for the clickability of the element, and then click in this. This is what I have used here in my in the previous class. Send keys to a web element. We will check the visibility of the element, and then we will do the actions. You will find that I have also edit reporting, which obviously I will be talking about in a later section. Wait methods, wait for the visibility. I have also used them. You will see that I have used boolean and extra. I'm not the thing is that I'm not using these return values anywhere. This is just for placeholders. If you want to change to void, you can do that, but I was thinking of doing something else. and afterward I thought that it would be much more better not to make this overly complicated. So like here we can make it wide. Extent report, when the extent reports are being generated here, but I'm doing that, I'm giving the name of report.html, and the older reports are being renamed in this format. This is screenshots are being added over here. In here value, you can add screenshot in different ways also. So what we have learned, .stng.xml will call this one. This will execute feature file, but before executing feature file it will check for any uh, before at the rate before or at the rate after hooks. Then step definition will check for step definition in step definition class. When page object model class, over there I'm using page object factory, and then base class we have reusable methods. As simple as this. Let's move to browser invocation. How the browser invocation is working on. For browser invocation, I have this driver factory. In driver factory, you will see that I have given WebDriver weights and such that it can be used in any other class directly. Just use driver factory dot driver and it will be called directly. This is my page object model class, which is also being getting initialized. If you come down here, you will find that I am using some properties file to give name of the browser, implicit timeout. You can also give the URL or different kind of things. Let me close all of them. Yes, this is config.properties and one other constant. Here I am keeping the location of my driver, Gecko driver, Chrome driver, as well as config.properties, which is here. Then I am calling all of them in my driver class, driver factory. As you can see here, it is calling what thing? Configuration, and then it is loading the then it is being value is being loaded, and we are checking the name of the browser, and browser is getting invoked. It is checking for null because we are checking that if the driver has been initialized previously or not. The same thing is being happening in Chrome. Exception if if any of them are not working fine, then I want them to be caught here. And finally, these are implicitly wait and page load timeout, which is obviously being retrieved from here. Values are retrieved from here. This thing, this is a lazy initialization which I have done recently. I since you didn't know about this, in this way you can initialize your page factory classes. So what is happening? You are initializing a page object page factory classes, and then let's come back here, and what will happen that it will call is constructor will be called. Constructor will say no, also go to my uh, parent class, base class, it will go in here. This is a constructor and the web drive weight is being initialized. So this is how I have done. After going to one class, it will go to another class, constructor, and things are getting initialized in this way. You can do in any other way, but this is a thing I thought that is can be implemented easily. This is how I have implemented things. So I have told you about driver factory. Web driver instance is getting created, page object model instance is getting created. Constant file I have told you about, configuration.properties file I have told you. Lazy initialization, I have just told you about this. Reusable methods in base class. This is the bigger picture. I have told you that how everything is working. Let's talk about reports, various reports, and the screenshots how those are getting created. Let's talk about index.html. This one is easiest to work with. Yes, if I go to master hook, you will see that in after annotation, not yeah, in after annotation, I have used this scenario parameter. This was a very helpful. Scenario dot is failed. Then you will say that if scenario has failed. If you want to get the name of the scenario which has failed, scenario dot get name. Now we want to add screenshots of a failed test case, obviously for failed test case, but you will just add scenario dot embed, and then this is usually take screenshot driver dot get screenshot at output type bytes and image. uh, Not byte, I wanted to write files, but it was not working fine, so I googled around, and it was byte. Image.png, you can write jpg also, and the screenshot will be added in your yeah in your index.html. See, pass fail and screenshot are being getting added. So now I wanted to add screenshot to my extent report. Before talking about extent report, we can write extent report, extent spark report or extent test. But here, what we are doing, I am writing a template. This is a template. In a template, I'm using that this should be my document title. This should be the report name, and date format, time format, everything. Yeah, I need to learn more about you, obviously, because I have copied this template from Cucumber documentation. I am not really aware that how this is working, because it's JavaScript, I guess. uh, if I go in here, this is the automation report. When your extent report will be generated, your automation report name will come here. Automation report by Shiv Sahil Query, it will come here. This is the date format, time format, obviously coming here. Now this is not working fine, this thing, as you can see that the extent report, my execution is supposed to load this template, but is not happening. I will tell you that where it is getting loaded. So first of all, yeah, this is my template. Next thing, you will find that, yeah, let's see, we will find that in my base class I have added a reusable method, capture screenshot. Obviously, this is a very simple process of capturing a screenshot and then adding in the report. This is how I am adding. Reporter.add screen capture from path, and this is the location of the screenshot which is coming from here, and it will provide the location of the screenshot. Here right now it is being displayed like this one. As you can see, it is you need to click here and here. I have found that you can also add screenshot using report.add step. Here you can give much more you have much more flexibility. You can give height and width and everything, but right now this is a standard thing which people follows, so I have written. uh, okay, let's talk about this template which is not getting loaded in not in master hooks. Where is it? I keep on forgetting where I have placed things. Yes, in runner class, after class, every execution of after execution of every class, if, this is a test NJ annotation, you are going to load this XML. Now the execution is not reaching here. I don't know why. I need to check again. Earlier it was working fine. It is saying that go to this path, go to this location and take this report.config.xml and load this one. And this one over here, like I have told you in this method, uh, all the reports are being renamed. So yeah, that's it about it. And reporting, I'm using reporter dot, I have shown you earlier before. Okay. Okay, then I don't know. I keep on forgetting where I have placed different things. Anyways, that's it from my end.